Banshees Explained, the ghastly figure wailing outside your window, a guaranteed harbinger of doom? Well, mostly, yes. But the real story is much weirder, steeped in history, booze, and possibly the worst job termination plan ever devised. The legend of the Banshee, a fairy whose scream signals imminent death, has roots tracing back to the 8th century. These weren't mystical spirits initially. They were known as keeners. Keeners were women hired to sing mournful songs of sorrow to mourn someone's death for the recently departed. The catch? They often accepted alcohol as payment. Because of this sinful, well-paid mourning, they were seen as sinners and were often doomed to become banshees once they had died. Talk about a tough performance review. Every family, it was believed, had a banshee of their own. She is always female, but her look can differ drastically. Age, clothing, and color of hair are entirely optional. The common depiction, the one you dread, is the angry spirit. This banshee hated her family in life, and death only amplified that rage. She doesn't warn you. She comes to celebrate the death of someone she despised, delivering chilling howls and screams that are truly bone-jarring. But wait, there's a flip side. Some banshees had a strong family connection in life and continued to watch over them in death. When these banshees manifest themselves, they often appear as beautiful and enchanting women who sing soothing songs of concern and love for their families. These sweet, if slightly ominous serenades can be heard several days before a family member's passing. Fun fact: the dying person is often the one who hears them. Then there's the other Irish version, the pure horror show. Banshees in this mythology are the ghost of a young girl who suffered a brutal death. She appears as an old woman with rotten teeth and long fingernails, dressed in rags, and her eyes are blood red and filled with hate. Warning: if you look directly into those eyes, it will cause immediate death. These particular spirits derive pleasure from taking life and have been known to actively seek out victims. Maybe stick to the beautiful singing ones. Now, let's head north to Scotland, where the Banshee takes on a different job title, the Bean Knee, or the Washerwoman. She is also a symbol of approaching death, but her methods are less noisy. Instead of wailing, you'll find the bean kneeing down at the river, washing blood from funeral shrouds. Unlike her Irish cousins, she is not doomed forever. She only remains a banshee until she reaches the age she would have died in life, implying she wasn't born a fairy at all, as she is not sentenced to mourn the death of others forever. But here is where things get interesting, and potentially profitable. The Bean Knee was able to interact with humans far more than any other banshee. If they spoke with a human, they would have to correctly answer 3 of her questions. In return, you got to ask 3 of your own, and, get this, you were granted a wish for anything you desired. If you're hunting for a mythical creature, maybe skip the screamers and try the laundry room. So, are banshees truly hateful bringers of death? Despite the frightening folklore, the vast majority of banshees do not bring death. They are simply messengers. They are the ultimate notification system, giving families time to prepare for the inevitable. Ultimately, whether they appear as beautiful singers, toothless terrors, or wish-granting washerwomen, the Banshee is a compelling look at how we try to make sense of the one thing we can't escape. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Celtic folklore, please go ahead and leave a like. Consider subscribing if folklore and mythology is something that interests you. Have a burning question or a video idea? Let me know in the comments below. We'll catch you in the next explanation.